Hey YouTube, it's mid-September and this plant right here makes a lovely cut flower for the fall with the beautiful fall colors. This flower right here is just loved by our pollinating insects such as the bees, other insects, butterflies, hummingbirds really like this plant right here. Now, this plant is loved by the insects, but the reason it makes a great cut flower that you could grow at home if you gather the seeds after it flowers is that this plant is resistant to the deer and the rabbits from eating it. So you can plant this in your little flower garden and the deer and the rabbits and the animals, they won't bother it at all. This plant right here, though, has an amazing medicinal quality. In the fall, oftentimes because of ragweed and other plants that have wind-borne pollen, creates allergies for us, or fall sort of a time for colds and flus, and you get stuffed up in your sinuses, and you get a headache, and you start to get a cough. This plant, for years and years and years, has been used medicinally to eliminate congestion in your sinuses and all those symptoms of colds and flu. And what the pioneers did, and you can do now, is take the leaves from this plant, which the animals don't eat, and you take these leaves, dry them, crush them up in a very fine powder. And what the pioneers did is they turned this into an object which is called snuff. And they would put it in a container, very fine powder, put a little bit right in the corner of their hand, and they'd sniff it. Sort of like some people do cocaine today. And they'd put some in one nostril, some in the other, and before long, they were sneezing and coughing, and their eyes were running, and the mucus was running out of their sinuses, and they were starting to get cured. And because of that, this plant, the one that's resistant to being eaten by deer and rabbits, it makes a great cut flower, is called SNEEZEWEED. SNEEZEWEED is great to get rid of the sinus problems and things like that. But do not eat these leaves. These leaves are poisonous to man, and they are poisonous to cattle and other animals. Hey, this is the Moe's. Have an absolutely awesome fall, and as we get into winter. And the best thing is, with the changing of the seasons, God gave us an opportunity for change. And I ask that Jesus bless you and your family. And of course, we've been blessed by all these beautiful wildflowers. Thank you. This is the Moe's. Subscribe to my channel.